Okay guys, I'm on my own, so bear with me. Tonight I'm making chicken soup, and I know I've made this before, but we're gonna give you an update because I haven't made it in a while. My son Buddy doesn't feel good, my daughter Dominique don't feel good, so who don't want chicken soup if you don't feel good, right? So let me introduce my ingredients. I have some shredded carrots, onion, I have some fresh parsley, I have some chopped celery, I have some chicken thighs on the bone and off the bone. I have some homemade broth, chicken broth that I had in my freezer, okay? I have olive oil, I have salt and pepper to taste, and I have, I usually use the parmesan rinds, but I didn't have any, so I had this delicious cheese that my husband brought back from Italy, so I'm gonna use these rinds instead. But usually I do use parmesan rinds for the soup. So we're gonna get started in a sec. I'll be right back. I'll meet you at the stove. Okay guys, we're at the stove. I'm sorry, I set up the camera the best I can. So now I'm gonna I put a little bit of olive oil in here, and now I'm gonna cook these, not cook. We're gonna get these a little cooked, brown them, not even brown, just give them, because we need the goodness on the bottom of the pan. So we're gonna cook our chicken thighs a little bit, and we'll be back. I'll let you know how long. Forgot to tell you, once those are in, we gotta season them, they gotta taste. So a little salt and pepper, as always, to taste. Okay. A little bit of salt and pepper. Okay. And we're gonna let these cook a little bit. Okay, we're back. So you see, I didn't really brown it. I just cooked it a little bit. And now I'm gonna take it out because we want all this flavor that's in the pot. And the reason why I use boneless, and I use 1 pack of boneless thighs, and I use 1 pack with the bone, because the bone gives it a lot of flavor. And listen, I know a lot of people like the breast in chicken soup. That's your preference. You could use the breast instead of we like the dark meat, so that's why I'm using dark meat. But sometimes I use breast too. It all depends, okay? I make things different sometimes. This is one way. So look at all that goodness. We want that goodness in the pot. Just look at all those flavors, okay? So I'm gonna finish taking this out, and then we're gonna start sauteing our vegetables a little bit. Just soften them up a little bit. And that little bit of stuff in there can stay in there from the chicken. So here we go. So we're gonna put our onions. Bear with me with the camera. Bear with me. The onions are gonna take, they're gonna take a little longer to soften. So we're gonna wait on the carrots because they're shredded. Sometimes I chop them up. One sec, I forgot my celery. So we're gonna put the onions and the celery in. And we're gonna give this a little mix, okay? I'm not gonna add any more salt and pepper because I already salt and peppered the chicken. So I can always add a little bit of salt when I put my broth in. So I'm gonna saute this a little bit, let it soften up, and we'll be back to show you the next step. Okay, got these in about 5 minutes, and now I'm gonna add my carrots because they're shredded. I'm gonna give that a mix. This is gonna be delicious. Who don't love a homemade chicken soup, right? We're gonna add a little bit of pasta later on. Probably pastina. I gotta see what I have in the pantry. And it's gonna be so delicious. We'll give this about another 3 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. So look at that beautifulness. Isn't that a lovely? So now we're gonna put our chicken back in. With all those juices. Let's get this out of the way. And now we're gonna add our stock. Now, look, it's still a little frozen because this was in the freezer, but that's okay. This is my homemade chicken stock, okay? So, we're gonna mix that in, okay? We're gonna mix that in. We're gonna throw in our fresh parsley. I don't cut it because the stems have all the flavor, okay? And we're gonna put in our rinds. Then you can always taste when this is cooked a little bit to see if you need any salt and pepper. But the rinds are salty too, so that gives it a lot of flavor too. I'm gonna add about a cup of water to this. I'll show you, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So I'm gonna add about a cup of water in here because we want it covered, okay? We're gonna give it a good mix. We're gonna let it sit. We're gonna lower the heat to a simmer. We're gonna cover it and we're gonna let it cook. I'll let you know how long, usually about an hour and a half. Okay, we'll be back. All right, so my water's boiling. I'm gonna salt it and I'm gonna do egg noodles because Dominique and Buddy want egg noodles and Mauro wants pastina. So we're gonna make the small pasta for Mauro. It's actually not pastina, it's the little...
ditalini or whatever?
Yeah, but they're tiny. So we're gonna do, because Mauro's not home yet, so we're gonna throw in the egg noodles. And I'm not putting it in the soup because I'm making two different
chicken noodle soup
pastas. I'm not cooking it right in the soup. I'm doing it separate.
But that'll be chicken noodle.
This will be chicken noodle soup. That's right. So we're gonna let this come to a boil. We're gonna cook it and then we're gonna taste.
Yeah. And that one's for the little pasta.
That's for the little pasta. Yep.
What are you doing?
So, I'm burning my hands. That's what I'm doing. So I'm shredding the chicken. Dominique told me I got to get a chicken shredder. I could do it with a knife.
In your next home goods haul.
No problem.
And Baba's waiting for the chicken.
So come closer. So I'm putting it in the shredded chicken because
I'm hungry.
I like to shred it, and then look, I put the juices.
She left it separate so she could put some with the pastina too. This is the broth and all the chicken.
For my favorite guy.
Yeah, what about us? We're the sick ones.
Buddy and Dominique want to taste it because they're hungry and they don't feel good. So we're going to give them a bowl. So we'll be right back.
Yeah, we're the sick ones. We get to decide what we want.
All right, it's coming.
I want cheese in it too.
Yes, of course. Okay, so Dominique's going to taste because she's...
terrible.
No, you don't. She can't wait for her dad. She's hungry and she doesn't feel good.
I like a lot of cheese.
So
I have an ear infection.
She's eating grated cheese. Buddy really doesn't feel good, so he said he's not tasting it with everyone. And look, she's drinking. What are you drinking?
Poppy, grape.
Grape poppy. It's good, right? Mm-hmm. All right, Mommy, let me know.
Is this your homemade stock?
Of course it is.
You can tell the difference.
You can, right?
Thank you, Mommy. It's delicious.
See, nothing like Mommy's homemade chicken soup, right?
Love it. Delicious. Look, Piscotti.
Try this. It's very good. And we'll be back with Mauro to taste.
They call it Italian penicillin.
That's right. Look who's home.
Oh, he made a mess.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay for him.
He's tired. He can do whatever he wants.
Oh, so you can touch the stainless steel?
No, that he can't. No one's allowed to touch my stainless steel appliance.
And the dishwasher, but only touch the handle, she
Making
said.
it with the soup like that, with the broth, is big difference.
Now, isn't that nice to come home to?
This is my favorite. This is my favorite time of the year. Soup time. Oh, I love soup. I can eat soup and drink soup 365 a year a day.
Scotty wants some. There's onions, Biscotti. Mommy made your chicken plain.
No.
Enjoy, everyone.
The best.